ABS say about 178,800 people jobs were created during the month of October, and they're attributing that to people rejoining the workforce. So obviously in the month of September, a lot of people were unemployed. They're saying it's people that ran small businesses and people that worked as family workers in particular. They've highlighted those two categories. They've said they rejoined the workforce in October. And what that did, if we look at the stats here for unemployment, it pushed the unemployment rate up slightly from 6.9% to 7%. And it also increased the participation rate. So that's the percentage of people that are either employed or looking for work. And that jumped almost an entire percentage point to 65.8%. Underemployment, though, it went down a full percentage point during the month to 10.4%. So that's a good sign. But if we take a look at this graph here, you can see the number of people employed in Australia. And it shows a sharp drop-off in jobs between March and May. That's that little bit at the end of the graph there, before jobs began to recover. And now in the month of October, there were 12.77 million Australians employed. That's just 1.7% below the 12.99 million that were employed in March. So the jobs market is starting to recover, and further signs of that in October was hours worked rising. Monthly hours worked increased by 1.2% in October. And hours worked in Victoria, that was the strongest. Growth there of 5.6%. So the ABS say since restrictions began easing in Victoria, 81,600 jobs have been added. But unemployment still rose. So during the month, 25,000 people did lose their jobs. And the Reserve Bank of Australia is predicting the unemployment rate to reach 8% by the end of this year. So we're at 7% at the moment. So according to the RBA, the rate could continue to rise, but I've just seen a report from an economist in Capital Economics. They believe the unemployment rate won't be rising too much more in 2020 and will actually go down to about 6% in 2021. Ash.